In the SHIELD helicarrier war room, Nick Fury addresses the Avengers, his intense gaze setting the stage for an impending crisis. Holographic displays cast eerie glows on the faces of Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye, as the weight of the impending global threat descends. With gravity in his voice, Fury declares, "We have a situation, a global threat that requires all of your unique talents." Fury urges caution amidst the chaos. "Coordinated action is paramount. Let's try to keep the collateral damage to a minimum, shall we?" Amidst the chaos of New York City, Earth's mightiest heroes stand as a beacon of defiance against an unrelenting alien onslaught. Iron Man soars through the sky, a metallic harbinger of destruction, his repulsor rays scorching the alien drones into oblivion. Captain America, a symbol of unwavering resolve, charges into the fray, his vibranium shield deflecting deadly energy blasts with unparalleled skill. Thor, the god of thunder, unleashes the fury of Stormbreaker, vaporizing entire squadrons of enemies with earth-shattering bolts of lightning. The Hulk, a titan of rage, roars with primal fury as he obliterates anything foolish enough to stand in his path. Black Widow and Hawkeye, masters of precision, move with deadly grace, eliminating high-value targets with calculated strikes. Amidst the chaos of battle, a frazzled film crew desperately struggles to capture usable footage aboard the SHIELD helicarrier. The director's frustration mounts as constant explosions and erratic superhero movements thwart every attempt to film the perfect shot. Camera operators desperately try to keep up with the action, their efforts overwhelmed by the sheer scale and unpredictable nature of the conflict. The enormity of the battle dwarfs the film crew's efforts, turning their mission into a Sisyphean task. Amidst the rubble-strewn battleground of New York, Iron Man and Captain America collide in a maelstrom of fury and disagreement. Iron Man declares with unwavering resolve, "My way is the only way to stop them, Cap. We need to hit them hard and fast." Captain America retorts with impassioned conviction, "There's always another way, Tony. We need to protect the civilians, not just destroy the enemy." Their disagreement ignites into a brief, intense clash, a dazzling spectacle of power and principle. Nearby, a film crew witnesses the superheroes infighting and realize they've missed crucial shots of the alien invasion. Inside the SHIELD helicarrier's green screen room, a spectacle of imitation unfolds as look-alike people embody the Avengers in a theatrical display of heroism. The director, lost in the fervor of the moment, attempts to channel the Avengers' iconic poses, only to be met with a wave of amusement and playful ridicule from the observant crew. The scene serves as a humorous commentary on the challenge of recreating the Avengers' awe-inspiring battles within the confines of a controlled setting, highlighting the inherent absurdity of such an endeavor. In a maelstrom of fury, the Hulk obliterates a city bus, leaving behind a trail of mangled steel and shattered dreams. The monstrous robot staggers, momentarily silenced by the raw power unleashed upon it, as sparks dance like fleeting stars in the urban chaos. Amidst the pandemonium, a film crew seizes the moment, their cameras rolling as they capture the stunning spectacle of destruction. The narrator says, "The crew worries about the city government's reaction and the inevitable insurance nightmare." In the dimly lit editing room of the SHIELD helicarrier, exhausted film editors battle a mountain of unusable footage. Driven to their limits, they desperately try to construct a cohesive narrative from the chaos. The task seems impossible as they wrestle with mismatched shots, unsynchronized audio, and endless continuity errors. A heavy atmosphere of resignation fills the room, as hope dwindles with each passing hour. Amidst the towering skyscrapers, Black Widow and Hawkeye defy gravity, executing a breathtaking aerial assault against a menacing alien vessel. From the ground and the air, a dedicated film crew frantically captures every angle of the superhuman clash, orchestrating a symphony of motion and light. Despite the visual grandeur, A looming unease settles over the director as he worries about the audience being overwhelmed by the intense motion. Inside the SHIELD, helicarrier's war room, a palpable disappointment hangs heavy as Nick Fury reviews the edited footage with the Avengers. The Avengers, their faces a study in skepticism, dissect the footage with sharp criticism, lamenting the subpar special effects, lackluster acting, and jarring lack of authenticity. The narrator reveals the Avengers are unimpressed with the result, criticizing the special effects, the acting, and the overall lack of realism. Fury, burdened by the weight of their dissatisfaction, lets out a sigh, finally understanding that immortalizing the true essence of the Avengers on film is an unattainable quest. The narrator reveals Fury's sighs, realizing that capturing the true essence of the Avengers is an impossible task. On the bustling New York City streets, Thor's hammer descends, unleashing a cataclysmic explosion that shatters the mundane, transforming the familiar into a scene of utter devastation. The shockwave rips through the air, a visible force of destruction that sends vehicles and debris spiraling into chaos, capturing the film crew's awe and trepidation. Amid the chaos, the film crew grapples with the duality of their roles, to capture the breathtaking spectacle and to confront the haunting specter of unintended harm. In the heart of the SHIELD helicarrier, a director's eyes light up with fervent excitement as he witnesses the cataclysmic explosion. With a burst of passion, he exclaims, "It's the perfect shot!" The film crew erupts in cheers, their relief palpable as they celebrate the capture of the Avengers' raw power and chaos. Amidst a sea of cheers, Iron Man descends into the heart of the city park, a beacon of hope amidst the ordinary. The film crew dances around him, a symphony of cameras capturing every angle of the hero's triumphant return. Every frame echoes the Avengers' bond with the city, their protection woven into the fabric of everyday life. In the war room of the SHIELD helicarrier, the Avengers, weary but quietly triumphant, gather for a crucial post-battle debriefing. Nick Fury's grave warning hangs heavy in the air. Congratulations, Avengers, on your success. But be warned, the next threat is always just around the corner. The metallic walls gleam under the harsh fluorescent lights, reflecting the weariness etched on their faces. Against the dark canvas of the night sky, Captain America stands tall atop a New York skyscraper. The city sprawls beneath him, a beacon of hope flickering in the darkness. In this solitary moment, he embodies the spirit of resilience, a guardian watching over his city. Within the SHIELD helicarrier cafeteria, laughter and camaraderie intertwine as the Avengers share a moment of levity. Their voices echo through the room as they share stories of recent battles, and the film crew subtly captures their unguarded moments. In stolen glances and shared smiles, the human side of these superheroes emerges, revealing the unbreakable bond that unites them. The camera captures the essence of their unity and strength, a testament to their unwavering commitment to one another. The Avengers materialize on an alien planet, where swirling dust and bizarre flora paint a landscape of otherworldly mystery. Sweeping aerial shots reveal an exotic vista teeming with bizarre alien creatures, emphasizing the vastness of the universe. The scene aims to convey the immense challenges ahead. Inside the alien spaceship, the Avengers plunge into a brutal confrontation with relentless alien warriors. Every punch and parry is a desperate dance with destiny as the Avengers fight. The film crew focuses on capturing the raw brutality of the fight, emphasizing the danger and high stakes of their mission. Steel clashes against alien flesh in a symphony of violence as the Avengers struggle to survive. On the brink of a fiery abyss, the Avengers confront their nemesis amidst the raw power of an active volcano. Sweeping shots capture the epic scale of the battle, highlighting the sheer magnitude of the volcanic setting. The fiery landscape serves as a stark backdrop, underscoring the ultimate clash between good and evil. Amidst the sterile hum of the SHIELD helicarrier's medical bay. The Avengers, battered and bruised, reveal their raw vulnerability. A film crew circles like vultures, capturing every wince and tear, stripping away the superhero facade to expose the fragile humanity beneath. Each labored breath and stifled cry echoes through the bay, a stark reminder of the price of heroism. Amid the roaring cheers of jubilant crowds, the Avengers stand united in the heart of Times Square, bathed in the golden glow of victory. Sweeping crane shots capture the epic scale of the moment, highlighting the unbreakable bond between heroes and the city they safeguard. In a powerful visual echo, the film crew immortalizes the Avengers' lasting impact, forever etching their triumph into the collective memory of the world. In the dim editing suite, the editor's weary eyes strain as he scrutinizes the monitor, seeking the perfect shot. Iron Man soars into the frame, weapon raised, a figure of power and determination, yet a subtle imperfection threatens to shatter the illusion. Frame by frame, the editor meticulously dissects the scene, each adjustment a desperate attempt to salvage the pivotal moment. Defeated, the editor runs a hand through his thinning hair, weighed down by the immense pressure of delivering perfection. He knows this is the shot, the one that will either make or break the film, the one every eye will dissect and judge. On a bustling city street, a man reminiscent of the Hulk prepares to unleash a mighty roar, muscles tensed for the camera's gaze. The earth-shattering sound dies in his throat as the merry jingle of an ice cream truck steals his thunder. Behind the camera, the director's frustration explodes as his vision crumbles amidst the city's whimsical chaos. Towering racks of costumes create a chaotic ocean of fabrics and textures, where empty hangars dance, hinting at the pandemonium behind the scenes. Martha, her face flushed with desperation, frantically rummages through piles of forgotten props and unfinished superhero suits. Assistants dart around like frantic bees, their panicked movements mirroring Martha's growing anxiety. The unspoken dread hangs heavy in the air. Captain America's shield is missing, a crucial symbol vanished into thin air. Amidst discarded pizza boxes, a glimmer of hope emerges. The shield, slightly greasy and stained with pepperoni, is found. On the horizon, a cataclysmic explosion rips through the air, unleashing a wave of destruction. A sudden, treacherous shift in the wind sends a ravenous cloud of soot hurtling towards the unsuspecting camera crew. The camera crew is engulfed in a choking darkness as the soot cloud descends upon them. Inside the sound booth, the sound engineer strains to capture the perfect boom, unaware of the feathered saboteur. Perched precariously, a rouge pigeon mischievously disrupts the recording with its persistent cooing. The engineer's focused intensity is undermined by the pigeon's persistent disruption. Under the merciless desert sun, Earth's mightiest heroes clash in a battle that stretches across the endless dunes. Amidst the chaos, frustration mounts as relentless sandstorms threaten to blind the lens, blurring the spectacle of heroism. The director's voice pierces through the din of battle, a desperate plea to salvage the wide shot from nature's gritty assault. A facade of grim determination crumbles as chaos erupts within the spaceship, triggered by an accidental blow. A clumsy misstep ignites a symphony of destruction, bathing the spaceship in a hellish glow of flashing red lights and deafening alarms. Amidst the pandemonium, the mission teeters on the brink as the spaceship descends into a maelstrom of flashing lights and piercing alarms. Under the cloak of a stormy night, a relentless downpour transforms the alleyway into a treacherous, slick river. Black Widow, cloaked in tactical gear, fights to keep her balance on the slick, unforgiving ground. In a moment of vulnerability, Black Widow almost loses her footing, highlighting the perilous conditions of her mission. Amidst the frenetic energy of the command center, Nick Fury commands with unwavering authority, his presence a beacon in the organized chaos. His voice cuts through the noise like a blade, delivering orders with precision, yet a nagging irritation threatens to disrupt his focus. A momentary lapse as his eye patch slips, momentarily plunging him into darkness, a stark reminder of his vulnerability. With a frustrated sigh, he adjusts the offending patch, battling to maintain his composure against the relentless pressure. Thor stands defiantly atop the mountain, arms raised, as if commanding the very heavens to unleash their fury. His powerful stance is momentarily disrupted as a flock of birds dares to cross his path, challenging his dominion over the sky. Unfazed, Thor's face remains resolute as lightning dances at his fingertips, a testament to his unwavering might amidst the chaos. In the heart of the laboratory, Bruce Banner wrestles with his inner turmoil, his brow furrowed in intense concentration. A sudden tremor courses through him, threatening to unleash the beast within. Chaos erupts as a beaker of luminescent green goo spills, filling the air with a pungent, ominous odor. The laboratory is now a hazardous zone, the spilled substance a harbinger of impending transformation. Hawkeye's arrows fly, yet each one veers off course, mocking his legendary precision. Frustration mounts as Hawkeye struggles against unseen forces, his aim faltering. Defeated, Hawkeye lowers his bow, his reputation as a marksman hanging in the balance. In the dim editing suite, an editor battles a looming deadline, his frantic energy a stark contrast to the silent hum of the machines. His bloodshot eyes strain to focus as his fingers dance across the keyboard, each tap a desperate plea to align chaos into harmony. The audio waveform of a cataclysmic explosion looms large on the screen, a visual echo of the inner turmoil threatening to consume him. Under the dim, unforgiving lights of the docks, a brutal ballet of fists and fury unfolds amidst looming shadows. Each punch lands with raw power, bodies crashing against unforgiving crates, as desperation fuels their every move. The rhythmic violence is abruptly shattered by the deafening blare of a foghorn, halting the fight and exposing the raw annoyance on the fighters' faces. In the conference room, the Avengers gather, their voices rising in a heated debate over the strategy to vanquish Thanos. A sudden, jarring ringtone shatters the tense atmosphere, disrupting the gravity of their critical planning. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as the team ventures into the forest, their mission shadowed by the looming presence of a relentless villain. Determination etched on their faces, the team presses forward, their resolve tested by the growing realization that they are hopelessly lost. The scent of pine and damp earth fills the air, a constant reminder of their isolation as the weight of their predicament descends upon them. In the museum, shadows waltz across priceless artifacts, concealing secrets and untold stories. A lone figure, cloaked in darkness, navigates the silent halls with stealth and purpose. The piercing shriek of an alarm shatters the tranquil silence, freezing the figure in their tracks. Chaos erupts at the airport as a high-speed chase sends people scattering in terror. A booming voice pierces through the mayhem, momentarily freezing the frantic scene. The announcer's voice cuts through the tension. Attention passengers. Flight 328 to Honolulu is delayed due to unforeseen circumstances. Amidst the mundane setting of a typical coffee shop, Earth's mightiest heroes attempt to blend in, their presence radiating an aura of extraordinary power that captures the attention of unsuspecting patrons. Subtle demonstrations of their unique abilities betray their attempts at normalcy, sparking hushed whispers and curious stares. Every sip, every glance, every hushed conversation reveals the extraordinary nature of these beings concealed within the ordinary. The air vibrates with the roar of engines, a symphony of controlled chaos as stunt drivers push their limits. Tires scream in agony against the asphalt, painting streaks of black as the cars maneuver with reckless abandon. Smoke billows like a dark omen, obscuring the horizon as the metal beasts dance on the edge of disaster. In the heart of an art gallery, a villain, bathed in dramatic spotlights, prepares to unveil his sinister scheme. With a theatrical flourish, he begins to articulate his evil plan. Suddenly, a piercing screech erupts as the microphone malfunctions, disrupting the villain's dark pronouncements. Amidst the towering heights of an unfinished skyscraper, a fierce brawl erupts among the construction team, their chaotic movements painting a scene of raw conflict against the cityscape. In a jarring contrast to the unfolding chaos, a figure clad in a bright yellow safety vest emerges, a beacon of order amidst the pandemonium. The sudden appearance of the figure in yellow halts the brawl. Candles flicker, casting dancing shadows across the opulent penthouse, creating a romantic yet unsettling atmosphere. In a sudden, violent disruption, the lights flicker ominously, plunging the penthouse into an abyss of darkness. The music sputters and dies, leaving an eerie silence that amplifies the growing sense of unease and foreboding. Under the sun-kissed sky, the Avengers bask in a fleeting moment of tranquility on the sandy beach. Without warning, a colossal rogue wave rises from the depths, threatening to shatter their peaceful idyll. The booms. The wave crashes onto the beach, sweeping away towels, sunglasses, and various pieces of high-tech equipment. Chaos erupts as the rogue wave engulfs the beach, scattering the Avengers and their belongings in its relentless surge. Deep within the submarine, a pale blue light casts an eerie glow as the team gathers, unaware of the impending doom. The silence shatters as a sudden hiss and the ominous trickle of water herald the beginning of a terrifying ordeal. As the chilling realization dawns, panic grips the crew, their faces illuminated by the cold light of impending catastrophe. The submarine becomes a metal coffin as the crew desperately tries to contain the leak. Against the backdrop of a snow-laden mountain, the Avengers embark on a perilous ascent, their breath turning to icy vapor in the biting air. The serene silence of the mountain shatters as a deep, ominous rumble heralds impending doom. Nature unleashes its fury as an avalanche roars to life, a relentless torrent of snow and ice plummeting down the mountainside. The tranquility of the snowy mountain is shattered as a cataclysmic avalanche descends, engulfing all in its path. The train carriage transforms into a battleground, a chaotic ballet of fists and fury as the team clashes amidst the relentless clatter of the speeding train. Amid the turmoil, a flustered yet resolute conductor emerges, his cry of, "Tickets, please," cutting through the din. The conductor's unexpected entrance momentarily halts the brawl, a surreal pause in the midst of the violent storm. Under the circus, garish glow. Long shadows stretch across the muddy field as a sinister figure strides purposefully forward. A gaggle of clowns, with their brightly colored costumes and oversized shoes, stumble out, unexpectedly blocking Victor's path. The clown's clumsy exit stirs up dust, adding to the night's chaotic atmosphere. Sunlight streams into the hallowed library as the Avengers, cloaked in hushed urgency, scour ancient texts for answers. Amidst the frantic search, pages turn and diagrams are scrutinized under the watchful gaze of a stern librarian, her disapproval cutting through the air. Her glare, amplified by severe spectacles and an unforgiving bun, serves as a silent reprimand to their clandestine quest. The fate of the world hangs in the balance, measured against the silent judgment of the library's keeper. Amidst the vibrant chaos of the amusement park, a palpable tension grips the air as the ultimate confrontation unfolds. The night sky explodes in a breathtaking spectacle of fireworks, momentarily stealing the stage from the conflict below. The thunderous booms and radiant colors captivate every soul, momentarily uniting them in awe amidst the unfolding drama. In the sterile confines of the editing suite, a symphony of frantic keyboard clicks heralds Anna's mounting despair as she confronts the abyss of her monitor. Her face etched with disbelief and dawning horror, Anna stares transfixed at the empty timeline, a symbol of her vanished work. Defeated and overwhelmed, a bead of sweat betrays the immense pressure bearing down on Anna. On the bustling studio lot, a Hulk look-alike grapples with his constricting costume, a silent battle against the green fabric that mocks his efforts. Each frustrated movement only tightens the fabric, a vivid display of comic irony as the Hulk's facade crumbles under the weight of reality. The Hulk lookalikes struggle to remove the costume, reveals the man beneath the green, a poignant metaphor for the battles fought behind the scenes. In the depths of the wardrobe, a frantic quest ignites in pursuit of Thor's mighty hammer. The air crackles with anticipation as every shadow seems to whisper the hammer's elusive location. The quest for the hammer transforms the wardrobe into a battleground of hope and despair. Under the vast sky, technicians meticulously prepare for a controlled explosion, unaware of the impending chaos. In a heart-stopping instant, the explosion spirals out of control, unleashing a maelstrom of smoke and debris. Smoke engulfs the set as debris rains down, turning a controlled experiment into a scene of utter pandemonium. In the cluttered sound studio, a web of cables sprawls across the floor, connecting a symphony of microphones and mixing boards. Amidst the technological chaos, Anna, her bright pink hair a stark contrast, stands face to face with Mark, his weary expression hinting at countless sonic battles fought and won. The seasoned sound designer emanates a quiet intensity. A fierce sandstorm descends upon the desert, swallowing everything in its path. The storm intensifies, transforming the once clear sky into a blinding orange haze. The desert is consumed by the sandstorm, reducing visibility to near zero and creating a chaotic swirl of sand and wind. An accidental alarm slices through the confined spaceship, amplifying the tension. Erratic lights pulsate, casting long, dancing shadows that heighten the atmosphere of dread. The relentless alarm underscores the fragility and uncertainty of their mission. In the rain-soaked alleyway, the slick pavement mirrors the neon glow of a distant sign as a lone figure loses their footing. The sudden misstep sends the figure crashing to the ground, their body contorting in a desperate attempt to regain balance. Silhouetted against the city's reflected glow, the fallen figure lies motionless, their fate hanging in the balance. Under the sterile hum of fluorescent lights, a room pulses with complex data streams, its fate hanging in the balance. Amid the chaos, Nick Fury stands as a beacon of resolve, his singular gaze piercing the digital veil. His eye patch becomes a focal point, drawing all light into a void of mystery and untold stories. Under the relentless sun, a jagged mountain peak stands defiant, as birds dance in the sky, their shadows briefly interrupting the ominous signs of an approaching storm. The atmosphere crackles with anticipation as a lightning storm gathers, promising a dramatic clash of nature's forces. The approaching storm looms, a symphony of impending chaos ready to engulf the serene mountaintop. In the heart of the laboratory, a wave of green goo erupts, unleashing pandemonium as it cascades across the floor. Equipment hisses and sparks violently, amplifying the escalating disorder as the eerie substance advances, threatening to engulf everything in its path. Under the harsh daylight, a crew's arrows fall short, painting the air with futility and dashed hopes. The archer's face is etched with frustration. Each missed target amplifies the weight of their mounting failures. Arrows scatter uselessly around the targets, symbolizing the growing despair of the team. Bathed in the eerie luminescence of multiple monitors, the editor's face is a canvas of fatigue, etched with the relentless hours of dedication. In the dimly lit room, the video flickers with a subtle yet maddening delay, as the audio lags just a fraction of a second behind, creating a symphony of frustration. In a surge of pent-up frustration, the editor's fist slams against the desk, echoing the silent scream of artistic struggle. Under the cloak of night, a dense fog descends upon the docks, swallowing the city lights in its mournful embrace. The mournful cry of a foghorn echoes through the night, intensifying the palpable tension that hangs in the air. A sudden ring pierces the tense silence of the conference, shattering the atmosphere. Lost in the emerald depths, the tracking team struggles against nature's grandeur, where towering trees and dense undergrowth ensnare their every step. Sunlight barely breaches the canopy, casting long, eerie shadows that dance like phantoms, adding to the tracker's growing unease. Every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs amplifies their disorientation, as the forest seems to conspire against them, leading them deeper into its verdant labyrinth. The silence of the museum is shattered by an alarm, its piercing shriek slicing through the night's stillness. A symphony of chaos unfolds at the airport, where anticipation clashes with frustration as passengers navigate the turbulent sea of delays. Amid the rising tide of frustration, Anna and Mark emerge, their frantic search cutting through the restless crowd like a desperate plea. Anna's eyes dart around, reflecting the urgency of their high-stakes pursuit, each second lost echoing the mounting pressure. Mark struggles to keep his composure, his inner turmoil threatening to unravel the fragile calm he desperately tries to maintain. Amidst the whirring of espresso machines and frothing milk, a team gathers in a sun-drenched coffee shop, their tense faces a stark contrast to the casual atmosphere. Ignoring the curious gazes of other patrons, the team seems trapped in a silent battle against unseen forces. The bright sunlight casts long shadows, underscoring the gravity of their hushed struggle. Chaos erupts on set as stunt coordination unravels during a high-octane car chase. Frustration mounts as the film crew grapples with unexpected challenges, halting the adrenaline-fueled action. Amidst the confusion, a sense of urgency permeates the set, threatening to derail the day's filming schedule. In the hushed elegance of the art gallery, priceless masterpieces gleam under soft spotlights, setting the stage for an evening of high stakes. With a sinister smile, the villain commands attention at the podium, his malevolent aura permeating the room. The sudden screech of a malfunctioning microphone shatters the villain's speech, plunging the gallery into an unsettling silence. On a bustling construction site, the sudden arrival of a stern safety inspector abruptly halts all activity, casting a pall of tension over the scene. His gaze sweeps across the scene, scrutinizing every detail with an unwavering intensity that hints at hidden dangers. The cacophony of construction fades into an uneasy silence as all eyes turn towards the man who holds their fate in his hands. The opulent penthouse succumbs to darkness as a sudden power outage shatters the romantic ambiance. An unsettling silence descends, amplifying the sense of vulnerability and isolation. On a vast, sun-drenched beach, a colossal wave crashes with merciless force, obliterating all in its path. The relentless ocean reclaims the shore, leaving behind a trail of scattered remnants and shattered dreams. Deep within the submarine, an ominous sign. Water droplets begin their insidious descent. The trickle turns relentless, each drop amplifying the dread in the steel tomb. In the confined silence, the sound of water echoes, a haunting symphony of impending doom.